Yo, we're back with another one. So today, I want to talk about end of year things. This gonna be a little series I'm going on. I'm gonna do it. I'm trying to do it every year since this is my first year of YouTube. This one will be, I got a couple coming up. So the first one I'm doing is anime I watched this year. I got cartoons I watched this year, manga I read this year, oh yeah, that was it. I thought I had another one. I don't know what, but so the whole premise is just I'm gonna be telling y'all what animes I watched this year. They could be old, new, or whatever. And to be honest, y'all, I didn't watch that many animes as much as I thought. I started to get busy, and also I was watching a lot of cartoons, and I wasn't going back and forth how I used to. I would like switch between stuff. This time, I wanted to make sure I had got an anime done before I started. So I'm gonna talk about the most recent one I watched. There will be spoilers, but I won't be spoiling that much on Neon Genesis Evangelion because this is the last anime I had watched, and it made me appreciate my life a lot more. That's all I can really say. Like, I feel like I appreciate life a whole lot more. I mean, I already appreciate it as it was, but like when I watched this anime, it really made me grateful of how I came up. I don't know for y'all personally how y'all background is, but I got both of my parents in my life. They're separate, but they both take care of me, and they've been very helpful from what I've been doing for my adult life. And I know this is kind of off topic, but it's kind of on topic. It was just watching Shinji be depressed, and like knowing people. There's people in this world that's going through deep depression, and there's people that so-called have depression that I kind of don't believe. I don't know why. It's just like, because I feel like some people just be faking it just to fake it. And I genuinely, like, when I was watching this, I genuinely, like, it shook me up in a way because people can actually relate to this in life. Watching Shinji go through stuff like this, even though it's not to the extent as his, the scenes in that show, the emotion, characters, and what they get, the traits they get down from like parents. Like, I think about it all the time. I don't know about y'all, but there's just some things I don't want to have from my parents, but I'm probably gonna have. Like, I got the same shaped head as my dad, and these fat pack rolls in the back of my head. But I just feel like with this anime alone, if you want a more deep in depth one, I got a video. I'm gonna put a link in there for you to watch it. But I feel like for this anime alone right here, it made me realize that I gotta watch couple traumatizing animes here and there to make me appreciate the other stuff I watch and read. So the next one is Initial D. I already made a video on this. That boy got copyrighted because I was playing too much music in there. I was having a blast. I didn't really care that much, but I feel like from the vibe of the show, of Takumi driving cars, him being a racer, him never losing a race, quote unquote, because he actually lost one before, but him basically being a prodigy, being amazing. It was a very good story from beginning to end, but I feel like there was just some plot points that they didn't really nail as much. Like with like Takumi's situation with his girl, and then like he switched to another girl. Like, I feel like they could have did it better, but it's more about, racers don't need girls, so it was a very good anime, man. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I checked it out. I'm glad I watched the 90s version of it because the vibe, the music, everything about it felt so good, from the introductions to the outros. You just gotta go watch it. I know some people don't attract to 90s anime, and it may not look good to them. They got the movie version though, but I feel like you just gotta go listen to the music. I don't know what they was making in the 90s. Like, they were in the stew cooking. I got like almost all the songs, even like the Forever Together, Forever Young Again, until the morning come. My bad for the singing session. It's just, their music was so elite to me, man. I really enjoyed it. So the first anime I watched this year, I don't think I watched the anime until like May or April, was My Hero season 6. Vigilante Deku was so fire to me. And the concept of them, I can't even skip over that whole season. Dabi revealing who he was. Shigaraki, like, bro, Shigaraki went to the ultimate villain. Bro, Endeavor was getting overpowered. Damn near everybody was getting overpowered. Our sensei losing his, what was his legs, eyes, or arm? I can't remember which one it was, but he was locked in. He ended up losing his quirk, if I can remember correctly. Midoriya went out there on his own, was fighting. Stain went out there. I couldn't believe Stain made it out. He was just out there living by what he living by his code, and he spoke to All Might. It was fire. It was really fire just to see, because you had a villain hype of a hero, or ex-hero anyway, the former #1 guy. I felt bad for Midoriya. I felt bad for All Might, because All Might is like his dad and stuff. And watching Midoriya dip off after All Might try to give him some food, and All Might couldn't do anything about it. I felt so bad. Midoriya was crying because the people didn't want him in there after because, you know, Shigaraki's after him because he got his powers and his quirk. I just feel like Midoriya gets overhated because he's not as much as like cooler protagonist than like a Thorfinn, for example, or a Gentoki, you know. But I really appreciate him. I think you have to take these things up for what they are. When it comes to Midoriya, I appreciate him and I like his character because I think I can relate to him in some form. He doesn't, he gets that crybaby quirk or whatever everybody want to say. I think he cries for reasons. I ain't gonna lie. I think if I was a 16-year-old kid, and people didn't want me there, I think I'd be scared and crying too. He was hungry, bro. His whole team had to come back and get him. Bakugo apologized. That stuff means a lot. And it made me really appreciate my hero. Endeavor crying because he got to atone for his sins of him being a terrible father. He doesn't want your forgiveness. He wants atonement. He knows what he has to do. And Dabi revealing all that, and all of them vowing to defeat Dabi. It's crazy. It's just crazy to me. I mean, we all knew that Dabi was his son, but it was just like the way he revealed it was so fire, with the hair and then playing the tape on the TV and all that so everybody could see it. It's like one of the craziest things ever. And I think my hero is one of them greats, man. I know the fans are a little crazy because when I do look up images, I'm probably going to see something weird. I seen something weird last time I was talking about my hero. So you just gotta love it, bro. Last but not least, Bungo Stray Dogs. You know, man. Nah, that's just a little joke I made because I've been saying I was gonna watch Bungo Stray Dogs since like 2021. It's almost 2024 and I still have not watched it, and I don't think I'm gonna watch it either next year. But last but not least, Mob Psycho 100. It hurts my heart, man, that I had to say goodbye to one of my favorite animes of all time. But look, they had a good story from beginning to end. Mob Psycho, Big Old Mob, Reagan, all the characters in there. I mean, I can name so many more, but it's just thinking about who my favorite characters were. What I relate to Mob on so much. You know, a lot of us guys really can relate to Mob on having a crush, and him not like him suppressing his feelings because of what happened in the past. Him going crazy. It's a lot, bro. It's really a lot. Like, I should have did a video on this, but this when I was first new to YouTube, and it makes me really like happy because it was such a bittersweet moment for me. Mob Psycho had a good ending, a great ending, matter of fact. But Reagan revealing, because I'm pretty sure Mob had a clue that he wasn't wasn't his, like, he didn't have no psyche powers. And I feel like feel like when he showed that and he just revealed everything to him, it was just so cool to see Reagan crying, and then they doing a little thing where he got the snot coming down his nose, and they made the sound effect. I started laughing a bit, but I enjoyed it because Reagan and Mob whole dynamic of, if you feel like Reagan was using Mob, it felt like that at first, and then I felt like Mob was making Reagan a better person throughout time, and it made me really appreciate Reagan because I love Reagan. He's such a the biggest capper on the biggest capper on Mob. Like Psycho, he's probably one of the biggest cappers on the net or in anime. It was just so cool to see him actually tell Mob the truth. And you see Mob suppressing his feelings, like feeling like Reagan is using him, forget him. And then I knew Reagan was the only man that could calm him down. His sensei from the beginning, ever since he was a kid. Looking at the flashbacks and all the stuff, man, I love it, bro. It was beautiful. Like, it was literally beautiful listening to the story of Reagan and Mob. Reagan telling him the truth. Everything about it was beautiful. The scene, Mob was on a spree of raging, dog. Like, knocking everything out the way. He even knocked, what's bro name? That he that he went question mark on. I'm so mad. I know what it is. It starts with a T. I just can't say it. His brother, even Mob's little brother couldn't stop him. Mob was on a spree. Only Reagan could stop him. First, it was Dimple that came back after Dimple supposedly died. Man, when seeing Dimple go like that, I was sad, bro. Dimple, Reagan, and Mob. This trio holds a special place in my heart because I feel like Mob had became such a relatable character, but he suppressed his feelings down so much because he just didn't want to hurt anybody, and it's very understandable. He's a middle schooler with problems like that, and at the end, he got to reveal his emotions. You seen him laughing after they told Reagan happy birthday, and it was just so much, man, that I felt like I enjoyed it. And I keep thinking about that part where they went to go see them aliens and bro got it. They forgot about bro and he was just up there, became the king and all types of random stuff up there. It's just, man, I know I may be repeating myself. It's just, I think Mob is it's between my top 5 and my top 10. I'd have to go break down each anime and stuff that I watch, but Mob holds such a special place in my heart from where I started it to now finishing it. It's so crazy, bro. I just can't believe it's over sometimes. Like, it just had one of the best endings. It was there for its time. I wanted it to go longer, but it was rightfully animated. Rightfully finished right there. And just the dynamic between a whole bunch of characters. Dimple going evil or whatever, and he had that monkey outfit on, or Mob had that monkey shirt on, and that fit was so trash. But Mob seen him as a friend, bro. And Mob crying after he got rejected, and Reagan and Dimple being there for him. Truly amazing. Truly amazing.